Hi, my name is Hafiz Zishan Shafiq. The topic of my presentation is deepening practice, which is the role of assessment in curriculum decision making. So, we will explore how the updated EYLF V2.0 and the teaching learning cycle support holistic outcomes for children in early years setting. And I took forward to discussing how we can strengthen our practice for better learning and development outcomes. So I will start from the slide 2 and I will discuss a lot of context about EYLF as here as well. So let's begin with a quick refresher on EYLF. This is our national curriculum framework for children from birth to 5 years, and it champions like cultural responsiveness, continuity and inclusion as well. So what's basically new version is 2.0. It brings a stronger focus on mostly the children's right and agency, giving them a voice in their learning. And the second one is the collaborative decision making, where educators, children, and families co construct learning. And the third one is the and respect for diversity and country, acknowledging Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander perspective and culture. If we discuss with the slide 3, so the three key concepts of effective curriculum decision making as well here. So first of all, that effective curriculum decision making relies on three core concepts. First one is the intentional decisions. These are planned and purposeful actions aimed at supporting learning. The second one is the reflective practice. We base decision on observation, evidence, and evaluation. And the third one is the child centeredness, which is everything we do should be guided by the children's interests, needs, and their learning styles. If we will want to discuss about our ultimate goal, which is to create inclusive environment where each child can thrive and reach optimal learning outcomes. If we want to discuss about the assessment approaches in the detail, so we will explain like this way. Assessment plays a crucial role in guiding those decisions. We typically use four keys approaches. The first one is the formative assessment, which help us act like directives, capturing learning through photos and anecdotes and journals. The second one is the summative assessment, which gives a broader view over time using portfolios or progress summaries as well. And the third one is the diagnostic assessment, which is useful for identifying early intervention points. And overall quality assessment should be ethical, unbiased, and strength based, always highlighting what children can do. In the next slide, I will discuss about teaching learning cycle explored. Here we see the teaching learning cycle, a non-linear ongoing process. We observe, then assess, then plan and implement, and then reflect it, which leads us back to re-observation. This cycle allows us to dive deeper into children's learning dynamics and respond meaningfully to their growth and changes over time. In the next slide, we will explain like using EYLF V2.0 to guide practice. So in this guide practice, it help us the structure our practice through as well. So what are the outcomes? Basically, what children are expected to achieve and what are the principles and practices. So how we teach and interact. If we want to discuss the example here, if the principle is respect for diversity and the practice is responsiveness to children, then an appropriate outcome could be communication, supported by an activity like incorporating home languages into dramatic play. Then in the next slide, I will discuss about the aligning with graduate teacher standards. So aligning with the graduate teacher standard is very important and it ensures we deliver high quality education as well. We enhance planning by structure learning experiences effectively. We demonstrate ethical practice through professionalism and then we produce quality documentation to support our assessment and reflection as well. So take this example numerically like rich block play corner can be a rich site for assessing early mathematical concepts and documentation learning meaningfully. So in the next slide, interpreting assessment data is very important as well. Once we have gathered assessment data, we must know how to interpret and use it effectively to set learning goals, tailor instruction for individual needs, track development, and modify curriculum as needed. Some key tools for this include like sociograms, language samples, development snapshots, and learning analysis grids, all of which give us deeper insights into a child's learning journey. So in the next slide, I will discuss about the collaborating with families and communities. Families are the child's first teacher and their input is essential. Collaboration builds trust, culture competence, and a sense of connection. We can engage families through two-way communication journals, parent learning walls, and home experience links that validate home learning. This strengthens community and identity, aligning with outcome 1 and 2 of the EYLF. So if we want to discuss that slide number 10, which is bringing it all together to summarize, use rich assessment data, follow the teaching learning cycle, stay guided by EYLF V2.0 and professional standards, and most importantly, respond flexibility to the evolving needs of children. So discussion prompt comes like this way: how can we improve our team's curriculum decision to ensure every child, regardless of background, has the opportunity to thrive? In the 11th slide, I put some references for your guidance, and then uh, thank you for your time and your concentration to my uh, uh, presentation. Bye.